What's going on, everybody? It's Charm City Games, and here I am with another video. Now, today I'm going to be doing my PlayStation 4 review. I had it since about February, so I wanted to give myself a good amount of time with it before I gave it a nice, good review. There's a couple of things I want to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is the controls, the gameplay, the graphics. I gotta admit, the graphics is very, very, very good. Like, it's impressive. Then when I got the order, I actually got it for like $13 from GameStop when they had that little promotion going on. But I got the order, and I was just looking at the graphics. I'm like, yo, the attention to detail they put into this game, the power of the PlayStation 4 is real. And it's really a tough one between the order and Rise on the Room Xbox. But me personally, I'll give the slight edge to the order 1886. Let me think. Alright, now, as far as the PlayStation 4 go, I like the user interface. The user interface is pretty cool, so a whole lot better than the PlayStation 3. Alright, and I gotta say that I really enjoyed the PlayStation 4 store, or the Sony store, whatever you want to call it. I like the layout, like how they got everything set up, like how you can choose a different theme for your background. And some of the backgrounds actually come with music with it, so music be playing in the background. You can just be sitting at the home screen, just chilling while the music playing. So a couple other things they got out, like the share feature that they got for sharing games with your friends. I actually like that because you can if you have a friend or homeboy or homegirl, whatever the case may be, if they don't have the game, you can just share play with them and give them a controller to play along with them instead of having them take over the game. I like that. Now, the only downside to that, if somebody has a weak internet connection, it's not going to work at all. So, the internet speed got to be up for that share play because it's not going to work. But I really do appreciate that share play that they got. And the record feature to upload videos to YouTube, Twitch, or whatever you want to upload to. The little share button, double tap it, and the record symbol pop up in the top left hand side. It's real convenient and real easy. I like that. I really do like that. I feel like that was a brilliant idea by Sony. It was real convenient. Especially for these guys out here that don't have any casual devices or laptops they can, record outside of the consoles and upload to their computer and edit themselves. I really like that. The exclusive games that I got, well, every game that I got on my PlayStation are exclusive games. I got Injustice, as y'all seen when I first purchased it. Got MLB The Show. I got The Order, and Last of Us, of course. And I gotta admit, The Last of Us is a great game. At first, I thought it was a whole bunch of hype, but then when I actually played the game, I'm like, yo, Last of Us is like that. Like, Last of Us, it's really like that. Like, it's crazy. Last of Us is a good game. I can't believe I missed out on it on the PS3. Totally feel bad about that, but I'm catching up. It's all good. And I like how you can pre-order games in the PlayStation Store. For example, like the Batman Arkham Knight game coming out. You can actually go to the game, download the game after you purchase it, and the game sits there, but you can't play until midnight. But the fact that you're allowed to download the game and then play it once it's able to be released, I feel like it's real convenient because if you can download it early, you ain't gotta wait till midnight, download it, wait for all that download time, and then be able to play it. So I really like that. That feature is really good too. I like how they got everything mapped out in the PlayStation Store. I like everything about the PlayStation Store, pretty much. The party system, nah, could be better. It really could be better. The messaging is pretty cool. I like the messaging. But I gotta admit, like, some of the features are hard to get to. Like, for example, just to turn the controller off. If you sit there and watch, YouTube or Netflix or something, you want to turn the controller off. You gotta go through hell and back just to get to turn the controller off. And I think that's real inconvenient right there. Um, there's a couple other things I like. Ooh, and dislike too. It's just not coming to the top of my head right now. I should have wrote this stuff down. The light bar. I like the light bar, but it's useless. I mean, it's good for indicating, when your battery's about to die and all this other stuff, but for the most part, they really could have used without that light bar. And that touchpad is useless. Straight up stupid, if you ask me. Like, I haven't had or played not one game besides The Last of Us. But I'm talking about like using the touchpad to where though it's really integral in the game. Like you have to use the touchpad, and it makes a big difference. Like there's nothing in any of these games that say that or that prove that you need to use the touchpad to be a very important part of the game. Um, what else did I want to touch up on? I can't really think about it at the moment. The touchpad on the controller. Oh, speaking of the controller, the battery life. The battery life is awful. I mean, I heard a lot of people complain about it. I'm like, it can't be that bad. But once I really played, I'm like, yo, it's really that bad. And then I hate the fact that they have internal battery storage because, after a while, batteries don't hold the charge as long as they used to, and you have to pretty much get a new battery or swap batteries. Well, since the battery is built into the controller, once it's not holding the charge no more, you gotta take that controller, trade it in, or buy a whole new controller. And I feel like that's a very big inconvenience. No controllers are not cheap. $60. Sometimes I go to GameStop or wherever I am and be like, controller, game, controller, game, controller, game. It's like, which one do I want to get? You know? So I feel like that battery life and the inconvenience of having a built-in battery is pretty bad. I mean, it's convenient to have a built-in battery, but it's inconvenient too. So it just depends on your personal preference. Me personally, like Microsoft, I prefer to have the external battery pack that I can remove it and change it out and swap it and put in a new one. So that's one thing I don't like about it. Uh, and I don't like how you store your information on the console either. I mean, it's like you gotta go through all these loops and bounds and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like some things Sony hit right on their nose, some things they didn't. It's just your preference. Overall, I like the console. I like the controller. I like how I feel. I'm gonna do a review on the controller comparison for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So be on the lookout for that video. So overall, I think the PlayStation 4 is a great system. If you're looking for something to buy that's gonna give you great gameplay, I recommend you buy a PlayStation 4. Oh, and another thing too, the apps on there, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, all that good stuff. The apps run really, really smooth on the PlayStation 4. I gotta admit, it's a little smoother than the Xbox One, if you ask me. And everybody know I'm an Xbox guy, but I feel like the applications run smoother on the PlayStation 4. I mean, simply because pretty much a more powerful console. But PlayStation 4, like, and they have a better presentation too. Like when you cut the PS4 on and you look at it, it's like, wow, this is something. This looks interesting. I think I want to play this. They give you that. They make you interested just by the presentation of it, and I think that's pretty good. Like that's how to catch a lot of people's attention. But I primarily got my PlayStation 4 for exclusives. I may start getting some AAA titles, multi-plat for the PlayStation 4. I mean, I might as well. Uh, or might even double dip with both consoles to play with everybody I know. So, my PlayStation 4 review, I say you should get it. If you're interested in just video gaming and having your main apps, you should get a PlayStation 4. You won't be disappointed. Alright? This Charm City Games. I'm out. This is my review for the PlayStation 4.